So we're at the Home Depot and we found some Gravity Tech. Check this out. It's on the dishwasher. What? And then it falls in. Amazing. I call it Gravity Tech. Okay, so today's episode was moving this very not lightweight exercise bike called the Peloton Plus from my house to here so my wife can ride it without having to go up the stairs. Yeah, it's here. We did take the monitor off, and then I learned the hard way that while that's a USB-C jack right down there, yeah, that one right down there, you can't barely see it, but it is the middle one is the one it uses. Although normally you would think with a power jack, if you plugged it in and it fit, it would work. So I had a little scare because she just wouldn't turn on. So that way actually wasn't the plan. Plans change. Usually involving heavy objects. We're gonna put it here, but yeah, it ended up right about in the middle of the TV. So the tenant here, Olivia, no, the tenant complained that her TV would be impacted. So yeah, we moved that. That's the new TV because somebody broke the old TV that I was gonna give to my parents, which it did, but the TV I was gonna put here, which was from my house, didn't quite survive the trip onto the wall, so then we had to buy a new TV. So what was supposed to be, yeah, I bought 2 TVs last February. We'll just leave it at that. The other thing we're removing is the dishwasher. So the dishwasher hasn't been draining for 2 weeks. I tried to diagnose it in place. I broke the hose. This hose goes underneath and comes up here and loops around, creating an air gap. But I could hear the pump going, but nothing was coming out. So yeah, of course you can kind of see something in there. So we're gonna blow on this and see. Not with my mouth, because that's disgusting as fuck. We're gonna see if anything comes out. So yeah, I have a feeling the pipe was clogged. Unfortunately, pulling it out, it was in the wall here going to the sink. It caught and then just ripped apart. It's over here somewhere, I think. I don't know. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Yeah. So this hose just has 2 little fittings on the end, and she made out of plastic, and she's got a little bit of wire. No wire, just plastic, corrugated plastic. Of course, this hose is $60. It is a really long hose for something that only needs to go 2 feet from the center of this to the other side of the wall and up 1.5 feet. But yeah, so that's $60. We'll go test on that. Okay, so that pump actually came off embarrassingly easy. Once I removed the connectors, 2 power connectors, I then pushed this tab out with my screwdriver, demo mode, and I twist it because it has little keys. Obviously plastic. It's got good magnets in there. A little bit of sconge. No rust, obviously, because there's nothing for the rust, although there looks like there's rust in there. Yeah, and she's 120 volt point amp, 60 cycles. So clearly I could just plug this into the electrical wall socket with my cheater cord and we'll know right away. So that's the next step, is to go raid my things I've clipped off of shit that I threw out that's broke and kept the power cable box. Okay, we're gonna do a reenactment because I forgot to film what I did here, but yeah, we get in there. Oh, there you are. Well, help me understand. Perfect. So we have this cable, and I stripped the ends off and then we powered them in there. And yeah, if we hold it there and gently untangle this without shorting the cables, I'm thinking you're gonna see spinach. So double check the cables, don't touch those. Then if you plug it in, set power, we have spinach. So that pump spins. The only other thing would be the relay or circuit board's bad, and there's a relay on the circuit board. I looked at it, the board looked fine, and maybe a blockage to the pump, which I doubt. The only reason I said this is because when I took the hose off and it was leaking all the way as we were carrying it out, so the entire trip outside it leaked every freaking where. So I guess the next thing to do is to jerry rig the power, put the pump back, put the hose back, put water in there, and set it in cycle mode 7, the test mode 7, and see if she pumps out water. But I think for tonight, we're gonna call it a day. Because it ain't the pump. Yeah, that pump's good. Yep, okay. So this is the reality I've been living with for 20 years. It's really fun in the winter when this freezes, but the crux of the problem is that from all the way up there, all the way down here, there's no sewer. The sewer ends there and it goes across there. So it just kind of flows. You can see it's not even from my house. I have no drains here. So a little bit of water's coming out there. Yeah, it's just a river here. So, yeah. Again, a little drain in the woods, but a majority of the water is coming out up here. So I've asked the village for quite a while to extend the drain up to here. You can see here it's coming over to here. They have a drain underneath here that's coming out here. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I deal with. It's even coming up there, it's coming up there. So it's all good. There's water. Okay, so it's Friday. I thought I'd stay home, dig this second and last footer, put the cement in, be done with that, but no, it looks like it's gonna rain every hour. So we'll monitor the weather. I told Joe I wasn't gonna work in the actual rain. This doesn't look good. Does not look good at all. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Anyhow, so we'll move down to the next project. So the next project is to encapsulate, well, to do several things. One is to tape the lines up. So up to that third piece of tape, you basically wrap around a plastic liner around things. It's all the way up there. So I did that, and then I dropped the roll, and then I said screw it, and I taped it. So I'll continue down as I go. But basically, you can see way at the top, what I did is I spray insulated and then put what we call weatherhead on top. So this came as part of the kit, which I'll show you. So it has the these pieces which come apart so I can put it around, and then there's some brackets in the middle that hold it like this, so I'll screw that in there. Of course, I gotta put this up, attach it to the very top, let it be a little loose, and then level it, and then somehow mark this and put this in the right place, because I need it level this way, but I'll need the whole thing level this way. So I'll need to move it this way or this way. Well, anyhow, I guess perfect way I use my laser. Then I'll have to straighten the line as needed going down, but basically it's gonna look like that all the way down, look a little better. Kind of looks like a gutter in a weird location, but I did spray foam the heck out of that. Had to find the spray foam, and I haven't touched that since I put the speakers in the garage attic, so she needed a little bit of cleaning. So that's my project for today. I did put the cover on. Then we'll come back and figure out how I'm going to attach these wires and clean this up, and I think I gotta permanently mount this, caulk it, and all sorts of stuff. So this drill's coming in handy. I'm getting used to her. Definitely need to change the bit. That bit is not good. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of other parts here. I don't know where my dog is, probably in the street. Those are the rest of the covers. Then ironically, well, there's this, which you have to slide over the line, so it's completely useless to me because I'm not pulling my lines off. And then there's corner pieces as I make the transition down. So I'm gonna go find Spike, and we're gonna go for a walk and then resume. Okay, so I got
first 2 sections. We're gonna do next section, and they're gonna come down and use a 90 and come across. But it's getting there. Unfortunately, they didn't include enough screws, so I had to go hardware screw and spend $3, $2 for the gas to get more screws. So it's looking better. At least it's up raining. So we're looking at cars, especially doing noise here. This one's a good tender. She's a manual. She has the heatilator seats. She's got the goofy exhaust. She's an SI, sunroof. Then I saw this. Now Joe's been talking about a career change, so this could be a limo and a daily driver. And this Crestmont right up in Cleveland. That's a classic. They don't make them like this anymore. It's got a sunroof. Not only is it heated seats, they're all the seats. Look at that bad boy.
Okay, so every year, about this time of year, the Orange Orlando Circle Kiwanis Club has a rummage sale. On last day, they have bag sales. So today, this is what I got in my bag. So I got my wife Cowboy Junkies, a whole bunch of jazz, some really good jazz. Mingus, Hawkins, Bill Evans, Sonny Rollins, Ella Fitzgerald, Spyro Gyro, Mingus, some Stevie Ray Vaughan, and some live music, which I didn't have. Some decent Yes, U2, Tears for Fears, The Alarm, The Band, Stevie Wonder 1 and 2, another Stevie round that goes over there. I think I got 2 of those. Depeche Mode, Peter Gabriel, Thorogood, U2, John Henley. Then some eclectic things, some nuts and bolts. Bike computer, put on a mountain bike, wood screws. These are always handy, little short little drywall screws. Cabinet screws, in case you're installing cabinets. Box. This is kind of cool. So it's got electrical cord. Not sure what's taped. Hi, cat. But this takes an oil light, makes it into an electrical light. This alone cost more than everything I paid for here. That's a pencil, so I'm gonna cut these pencils in half and make double pencils for working in the shop. And then a Chopin that I didn't have that's Telearch. So yeah, I probably got the same amount of CDs at the first part of the sale. Also got this. It's a hook and a dog's butt. So it's kind of handy. This will probably take to work. It's got tool storage on the top, so it's handy to have a screwdriver with different tips. Maybe I'll put some Torx laters in there. So yeah, it's a rainy day. Still raining. I don't know how many inches of rain. I got a rain gauge out there, but I'd imagine the rain gauge is probably full now after the week of rain. Maybe tomorrow will be dry, and then we can go work on that and put that in. Oh yeah, also got a lightsaber, which is kind of handy today. And also went to the alcohol store where they sell Lilith, which is an apparatus that's very hard to find in stores. One of these is for somebody else. Then she said she wanted sweet vermouth. I think she wanted dry, so I got one of each. So, yep, there we go.
Okay, so we're our last cooling run to do. So up this cavity here is my wife's office, then Sophia's bedroom. So I finally bought the right size adapter and got that in there. I got one screw in there. I need to put in at least another screw, maybe from the inside, and then I'm gonna put the Gook all around there while I can get into the inside. Then it's a matter of a 90 and then straight across here. I have to move some things into there. Well, there. So I think I have all the fittings. It's just 6-inch straight pipe. And yeah, it'd be nice to get this done. Then I can move all this stuff back because it took a few minutes to clean out the area. Yeah, that goes in the corner. I got that screw in there by taking my drill, my little drill, which I'm becoming more and more comfortable with, way up there, and then jamming my finger in there and turning it, which is pretty impressive because that's only like 6 inches across. So now she's screwed in 2 places, one outside here, right there. So I will goop her up and swing a 90. Okay, well, unfortunately, That's a 6-inch pipe, and I want to go 6-inch the entire way, and I don't have any. I got 7-inch, I got 4-inch, but I don't have 6-inch. So I'm gonna buy that. It needs to be about 62 inches long, but yeah, I just gotta bridge that gap. Okay, so there's 0 chance of rain today, so we're gonna do it. So unfortunately, well, I laid this out several months ago, 2 months ago. I have to relay it out. So going from the edge here down, using the level, marking over 2 feet, then bringing it along here. So that is 2 feet in from the edge of the deck. We did the same thing over there, and then 4 feet. So next I'm going to take this stone out. It's right where it needs to be. However, I have a feeling because the stone is less than 12 inches that I'm going to have to take out maybe this one or this one or this one, or I don't know. So that's why I did the tape, that way I can cut it and I'll make it longer as necessary. Hopefully I don't have to remove this stone. But worst case, I guess I would have to remove this stone, this stone, this stone, this stone, and this stone. So hopefully it won't be the worst case. So amazingly, I only have to take out 1 plastic tile because it's going to be in this area. Actually, I'm going to have to cut that out, but I can just cut that out without even taking it out. And the stone that was here, and then that stone. And that stone won't have to be cut. It's just the 1 stone here that I took out, so that will be nice. It's a lot easier to cut that stone than that big stone. She's a stone this size. So yeah, the bad news is it needs to be right about here. So I probably will take this stone out just so that I can take this whole piece out and then deal with digging the hole, because it's a real pain, because I am digging the hole right here. So the post is going to end up right here. Right about there would be the center of the post. So I definitely got to move that 1 piece out, but much better than I thought. At least I don't have to take this one out. Those are the heaviest and the hardest to put back. So yeah, so we'll take this 1 piece out, cut the membrane back. The membrane was there only to help keep the sand in for when I put the water on there. And you can see it's kind of, well, I'm gonna be redoing that, but this stuff's hard to do because you can overdo it or you can underwater it. Looks like I underwatered it, but doing a small section is really easy like that because you don't have to worry about the edges and taping them up. So we'll get some rock hard sand. Over here was perfect the first time. It really locked in. It's like cement. So it's 36 inches down. It's level in both directions and it's ready to go. And mostly about everything's centered. So I realized that I wanted to center up the bolt. So the bolt is right where that cut is, right there, 45 inches off. So she'll be right there. So tomorrow we'll go ahead and do the pour. It looks like it's not going to rain tomorrow. Then we can power wash all this mud off. But yeah, then the real fun begins.